Good morning, dear students. You know that this is your class 3rd NCERT EVS book Looking Around, and we are reading the chapter number 19, Our Friends Animal. So, dear students, you know that the two parts of the chapter have been finished. So, this is the last and third part of the chapter. So, let's start the chapter. Here is a question. Do you have these names in your list? Find out what these animals eat. So here you are to say what these animals eat, like rat, cockroach, pig, bat, crows, squirrel, monkey, spider, lizard, etc. What do they eat? So here there is a list of their food. Rat eats grain, rotis, and also small insects. Cockroach eats leftover food. Pig eats everything from the garbage. Bat eats insects and nectar. Crow eats chapatis, fruits, and small insects. Squirrel eats nuts, fruits, small insects, and egg of birds. Monkey eats fruits, seeds, flowers, and also insects and spiders. Spider eats mosquito, flies, and small insects. And like that, lizard also eat flies and small insect. Student, I want to tell you something about the different type of animal: herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. So first of all, we will read about the herbivores animal. So the animals who eat plant, leaf, fruits, twigs, etc. These type of animals are called the plant eating animals or herbivores. The plant eating animal do not eat flesh. So there are so many animals that eat only leaf and twig of the plant. So some pictures are there like giraffe, deer, and animal. These animals are called the herbivores. After that, carnivores. Carnivores are the animals who eat the flesh of the other animal, or you can say the meat eating animal are called the carnivores. These animals never eat the plant, and you must know these type of animal: lion, leopard, tiger, wolf, uh, fox, hyena. There are so many animals who eat the flesh of the other animal. Then the third is omnivore. Omnivore eat the flesh of the animal, and they also eat the plant too. That is why they are called the omnivores, like rat, hen, and bear. Like that, crow is also an omnivore, and there are so many animals that are called the omnivore, and they eat the flesh of the other animal, and they also eat the plant too. Who eat what? Match by drawing lines of different color. One example is shown. So here you have to match the animal with their food. So let's start here. Goat eat chapati, fruits and vegetable, and it also eat grass. Okay. Then I will reach here. Mosquito. So mosquito suck the blood, but there is no any option. So come here. This is lizard. The lizard eat the mosquito. The lizard eat the ant, and the snake eat the lizard. Okay. Then sparrow. Sparrow eat chapati, and it also eat the chapati, fruits and vegetable. Then there is a rat. The rat is eaten by a snake, and the rat eat chapati. And the human beings eat chapati, fruits and vegetable. Write the name of animal. Here you have to write the name of animal you have touched. The animal's name you have to write that you have touched, like dog, cat, cow, goat, etc. Here you have to write the animal that you have not touched but you can touch. You haven't touched but you can touch. So these animals are elephant, giraffe, camel, rabbit. If you haven't touched, you can touch, because these animals are there who never harm you. And you know that these animals are herbivore. you cannot touch. Which animal are there? Animals are there to whom you can never want to touch. So these animals are snake, lion, tiger, and crocodile. And dear student, now I will tell you balance in the nature, how to keep the balance in the nature, and what is a food chain. You're watching, there are so many grass here, and the grass is eaten by grasshopper. The grasshopper eat the grass and keep balance in nature, and it stop grass to grow more. After that, there are so many grasshopper, and when there are so many grasshopper, then the rats are there. The rats eat the grasshopper, and the rats keep balance in nature after eating the grasshopper. And what would happen if there would be so many rats? Then that's why there are snakes. The snakes eat the rats and keep balance in nature. They stop rat to grow. And there are if there would be so many snake in nature, then what would happen? That's why there is an eagle. The eagle eats the snake and keep balance in nature. So this is a food chain too. One is eaten by another. The grass is eaten by grasshopper. The grasshopper is eaten by rat. The rat is eaten by snake, and the snake is eaten by eagle. So this is also called a food chain. And when everyone is keeping balance in nature, this is called balance in nature. Everyone is trying to keep balance in nature. If the eagle will not eat snake, there would be so many snake in the nature. If the snake will not eat rat, there would be so many rats in nature. If the rat would not eat the grasshopper, there would be so many grasshopper in nature. And if the grasshopper would not eat the grass, there would be so much grass in the nature. So this is very important to eat by one another. So this is a food chain, and like this the nature keep balance. This is a short story. The Queen's Garden. The gardener has brought mangoes from the Queen's Garden. Here, a gardener is there, and he has so many mangoes. He has the 3 basket full of mangoes, and these mangoes are of Queen's Garden. So the queen is very happy. She is telling so many mangoes. Very good. The gardener answered, Your Majesty, there would have been double the amount if the birds had not eaten them. The gardener is telling, Your Majesty, there are so many birds in the garden. That is why all the birds have eaten the mangoes. If they would not eat the mangoes, the mangoes would be double. On hearing this, the queen was very angry. She said that, What did you say? The birds have eaten the mangoes? Why did you allow the birds in the garden? The queen said, Why did you allow the birds into the garden? How the birds can eat in our mango? He answered, Please forgive me, I will not let any bird come into the garden. Then the gardener promised that now I will not let any single bird into the garden. Then what happened? The next year, the queen is telling fewer mangoes than last year. Why did you not stop the birds from entering the garden? The queen thought that the birds was not stopped, and that is why the birds have eaten all the mangoes. That's why she is asking why only fewer mangoes are there. Why did you not stop the bird from entering the garden? Then the gardener answered, I stopped them, Your Majesty. I did not let a single bird enter. But this year the insects have eaten the mangoes. Now the gardener is telling, Your Majesty, I had not let any single bird into the garden. But now there were so many insects in the mangoes that have eaten all the mangoes. The insects have eaten the mangoes. The birds did not enter. The insects eaten the mangoes. The moral is there. The queen is telling, if there had been birds, then they would have eaten the insects. We would not have lost so many mangoes. What did the queen said? She said that if we would not have stopped the birds entering the garden, then the bird would have eaten all the insects, and the bird would have eaten the insects. Then we would get many mangoes. So this is the life cycle. If one thing is growing more, then the other keep balance on that thing. So this is the complete explanation of the chapter. We will meet soon in the next chapter. Till then, have a nice day.